Hey, Hoop fans, today we're diving into the incredible journey of Kai Sotto, a story filled with challenges, heartbreak, and relentless determination. As much as we celebrate his victories, it's important to remember the pain, setbacks, and resilience that make those moments of glory so meaningful. Let's rewind to one of the toughest points in Kai's career, the 2022 NBA draft. After countless hours of training, endless workouts, and immense pressure, he went undrafted. It wasn't just a missed opportunity, it was a harsh reminder of how difficult it is to break into a league dominated by the world's best. But instead of letting the disappointment define him, Kai chose resilience over despair. And don't worry, we're keeping it real. This isn't going to be one of those overly dramatic sob stories. Life's a mix of lessons and laughter, right? So, let's sprinkle in some humor and inspiration along the way. Kai Sotto isn't just any kid from Las Piñas, Philippines. At 7'3", he's a walking dream machine. And if you know anything about the Philippines, you know basketball is more than a sport. It's a way of life. Courts in every neighborhood, kids dribbling in slippers, and late-night pickup games basketball runs deep in the Filipino culture. From a young age, Kai towered over his classmates, literally and figuratively, but chasing dreams isn't all about glamour. By his teenage years, he was already making waves with the Ateneo Blue Eaglets. Yet, his dreams couldn't be contained within the Philippines. At just 16, Kai made the bold decision to leave home, family, and culture behind to pursue his basketball aspirations in the United States. Can you imagine leaving everything familiar behind at that age? The food, the language, the culture, it was all new and at times overwhelming. But Kai adjusted, focusing on his training while missing home every day. And the pressure unreal, he wasn't just playing for himself. He was carrying the hopes of 110 million Filipinos on his shoulders. Kai's journey hasn't been smooth. Injuries, limited minutes, harsh criticism, and moments of self-doubt have tested his resolve. But through it all, Kai has stayed grounded, drawing strength from his family. His dad, a former professional player, kept him focused, while his mum's unwavering support reminded him why he started. Despite the setbacks, Kai turned obstacles into motivation. Every missed opportunity fueled his fire to keep improving. When Kai chose to join the Adelaide 36ers in Australia's National Basketball League, NBL, instead of pursuing college basketball in the US, many questioned the move. But the NBL is no joke. It's a respected proving ground for future NBA talent like LaMelo Ball and Josh Giddey. The league's physicality and competitive nature tested Kai in new ways. He faced seasoned pros, limited minutes, and high expectations, but Kai delivered. His highlight moments, blocking shots, grabbing rebounds, and throwing down dunks, proved he was ready for the next level one standout moment. The 36ers' stunning preseason victory against the NBA's Phoenix Suns in 2022. Kai's defensive presence and energy showed the world he belonged on the court. With NBA talent living in Australia, wasn't just about basketball. It was about personal growth, adapting to new cultures, and preparing for the demands of professional life. In interviews, Kai has often reflected on how these experiences have shaped him, not just as a player, but as a person. Back home, the Filipino basketball community watched every game with pride. Social media lit up with discussions about Kai's progress, and he became a symbol of hope for aspiring Filipino athletes. Kai's journey continued on the international stage, representing the Philippines in tournaments like the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. His towering presence, shot-blocking ability, and post moves made him a force to be reckoned with. His dedication didn't go unnoticed. Kai earned an invitation to the NBA Summer League, reigniting conversations about his future in the league. Through it all, he stayed humble, reminding everyone that it's not just about proving doubters wrong, it's about proving himself right. Kai's story isn't just about basketball. It's about family, culture, and a nation's unwavering support. His journey inspires millions to dream big and persevere, no matter the odds. As Kai said, "I play not just for myself, but for every Filipino who dreams big." Kai's story is far from over. With every game, every dunk, and every step forward, he continues to rise, inspiring the next generation of dreamers. When Kai Sotto made the bold decision to bypass the traditional NCAA college basketball route in the US, and instead sign with the Adelaide 36ers in Australia's National Basketball League, NBL, it raised plenty of eyebrows. Critics questioned the move, arguing that playing in the US collegiate system would give him more exposure to NBA scouts. But Kai saw the bigger picture. The NBL isn't just a stepping stone, It's a battleground for serious basketball talent. Over the years, the league has gained a reputation as a proving ground for NBA prospects. Players like LaMelo Ball and Josh Giddey turned their NBL experience into a launchpad for successful NBA careers, and Kai wanted to follow that path. What made the NBL an attractive choice for Kai was its physicality, speed, and high level of competition. This wasn't high school or collegiate basketball. This was a league filled with seasoned professionals who had years of experience in some of the toughest basketball environments around the world. For Kai, it was an opportunity to grow, adapt, and refine his skills against players who wouldn't go easy on him. Joining the Adelaide 36ers came with its challenges. Limited playing minutes meant Kai had to maximize every second on the court, showing the coaching staff and scouts that he could make an impact even with restricted opportunities. This demanded relentless focus and the ability to perform under pressure. Every possession mattered. The physicality of the NBL was another hurdle. At 7'3", Kai already had the height advantage, but he needed to build strength to hold his own in the post and withstand the constant physical battles on the court. The league tested him in ways he hadn't experienced before, and he rose to the occasion, using these challenges to push himself further. Despite the odds, Kai had standout moments that captured the attention of basketball fans worldwide. His defensive presence, shot-blocking abilities, and high-energy dunks made waves, not just in Australia, but back home in the Philippines, where every game was watched with pride. Perhaps the most memorable moment of Kai's NBL stint came during the 2022 preseason when the Adelaide 36ers shocked the basketball world by defeating the NBA's Phoenix Suns. It was a historic victory, marking the first time an NBL team beat an NBA franchise on American soil. Kai's performance in that game turned heads, proving he could hold his own against NBA-caliber talent. His defensive instincts disrupted plays, and his hustle and energy were impossible to ignore. That game wasn't just a win for the 36ers. It was a statement for Kai. It showed that his decision to take the unconventional route to the NBA was paying off. He wasn't just another player trying to make it. He was a legitimate prospect with the tools and mindset to succeed on the biggest stage. Beyond the court, the NBL experience helped Kai grow as a person. Living in Australia gave him a chance to adapt to a new culture, meet new people, and develop a level of independence that prepared him for the demands of professional basketball life. Kai has often spoken about how the lessons he learned in Australia shaped him, not just as a player, but as a person ready to handle the pressures of the global stage. For fans back home, his time in the NBL wasn't just about stats or highlight reels. It was a symbol of hope. A reminder that a Filipino player could compete and thrive internationally. His journey inspired countless young athletes to dream big, proving that with hard work, resilience, and a bit of courage, anything is possible. Kai's time in the NBL wasn't just a chapter in his career, it was the turning point that prepared him for the next level. It showed the basketball world that he was more than just potential. He was a player ready to compete. And as Kai continues his rise, the lessons and experiences from his NBL days will remain a foundation for his success. So hoop fans, don't miss out on what's next. Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel to follow Kai Sotto's journey and more incredible basketball stories. Let's keep pushing the limits together because remember, setbacks are just setups for comebacks. Kai Sotto is living proof of that. Stay tuned.